Hello everyone, this is Ether Dragon, and welcome back to another episode of Fire Emblem Heroes. So, this week in Ether Raids, kind of interesting, mid-season blowout, I guess, where we get memed on, but as you'll see when we get there, nothing too unexpected. We have a Gale Force Edelgard. Seems okay. Pretty decent merges on Naga. So my guess is their strategy is most of the time just use Edelgard and Gale Force things to death. And there's other options as well, but yeah, the double Duma meme's pretty funny. I actually did free summon. I don't even know how to pronounce her name. I'm just gonna say Mirabilis, or however you pronounce her name. Funny enough, I free summoned her on my second free summon, which was the first ticket, and then it turns out, well, whatchamacallit, on my sixth free summon I got Sayuri as well. So that was kind of abnormal. Definitely don't see that too often. But to be fair, I haven't gotten free 5 stars in quite a while, so it's basically the same thing. It just happens to be on the same banner, which, I mean, I gave Sayuri a water blessing, so hopefully I haven't done my AA run yet this week, so I kind of have to do that. But this person decides to bait with Robin, which is not a terrible idea except for the fact he doesn't kill, so there's obviously the immediate dance coming afterwards. And hypothetically speaking, if they had enough dance power, I guess it would have been fine here, but there's Healing Tower, and there's Legault with Hardy Bearing, so that doesn't quite work for them, unfortunately. And I've noticed a lot that Elowood pretty much just one-shots a lot of stuff because they're low on HP or whatever. So it doesn't really ever work out that Gale Force procs a lot. And if it does, it's like, sure, it ends up being useful there, but a lot of the times I just feel like maybe it would have just been better if we did something else. But yeah, pretty much the fact that it's water season means Chrom obviously gets a bonus to his stats, which is pretty nice, but still not where I want him to be. Like, he's spoopy if you're at 100% HP. It's kind of non-trivial to one round KO him. It can be done. I've seen the potential for it to be done. So it's not like it's completely absurd. But I think we all know this is not a very good idea. For one, there's Elowood, and you don't kill, so we're gonna get the Gale Force, and of course we're out of range. We can't proc Wings of Mercy, but at least our Chrom can double, and he gets the defense tile against Altina, so that's never gonna end too well. And of course the Wings of Mercy from Legault. So yeah, not great for them there either. Once again, the team just trolling by doing absolutely nothing, Kappa. It's mostly like here. I think you should figure out why they were able to win super easily. My team is a giant meme, so when you get matched up against someone with pretty heavy merges on their mythics, like plus 10 Naga, and already merging up another Naga is kind of getting up there. Of course, it's not the triple plus 10 offense mythic shenanigans, but it's getting there. But yep, Duo Micaiah. Leaf is obviously not going to be at full HP, so that's... I don't actually remember the proper interaction between dominance, and let me actually check that real quick. I think I don't remember. It might work, it might not work. I don't know if Rangreether would actually do anything, I forget. But they just take out the Hardy Bearing unit. To be honest, they wouldn't probably even need to. Actually, maybe. I don't know. So it's a bit iffy, I guess. But at this point, it's just free Vantage for Leaf. Lots of damage from Duo Micaiah. Of course, because it's dealt damage every shot, so when you attack twice, you get double the power. And of course, if the enemy doesn't negate the debuff, then that's just plus, you know, that's -7 defense, and then you get plus 14 dealt damage per shot. And if there's any more debuffs, like for example from Sabotage Attack, then it gets pretty out of hand. But yeah, pretty solid there. Nothing too surprising there. And we follow it up with another loss, and I think you can probably figure out why this one went wrong. Mostly because Meme Fest. But pretty minimal team, but it's like if you have what's her name, Layla, she's pretty darn useful in Ether Is, just because in general, even if you don't use her like they do here, Hit and Run is just incredibly useful. A lot of teams fall apart because you can just go ahead and hit and run on them, but they're just going to use Dual Alphonse here, and of course Layla as well, because Layla is so fast, and she's also not at 100% HP. The memes obviously don't work very well, and they're just going to use Dual Alphonse here, which is perfectly fine, because change fates, or not to change fate, open the future is quite powerful, of course, with Imbued Coma and ally support. You kind of get the idea. They definitely could be even buffing more if they wanted to. As you can see, they don't even have full skill sets on all their units. But yeah, at this point, they're just free to hit and turn. And sure, Legault's going to do a little bit, but the thing that's nice about Open the Future is it combines a healing special with a damage special. So what ends up happening is you can scale up that, in this case, scale up your defense so you do more damage, which also allows you to heal more, which is why it's so much better than, say, for example, just Soul, or especially Noontime, because Noontime's only 30% of the damage you deal. But yeah, so it's like if you have 50 defense, you get an extra 25 damage, which is an extra heal of like 12 or maybe even 13 points, which is pretty insane. That makes a huge difference, especially if you're proccing it every combat, which is what Dual Alphonse does. That's why Dual Alphonse is pretty solid. Not insanely out of this world broken, but quite strong. And I'm guessing they just surrendered. I'm not entirely sure why. Like, obviously using the bolt trap on your main carry unit in range is not the greatest idea, but I'm not entirely sure. They probably, I would guess, bait from like there and things would happen, but I'm not sure why they surrendered there in particular on that turn. But here we have another Brave Ike and Brave Lucina team. Honestly, you can beat my team using Brave Ike and Brave Lucina, but I think the key thing is you kind of have to have Pulse Smoke if you're just going to try and hit and turn against Ellawood, and not like just straight up outspeed them and even one run KO, because you can certainly do that. You can just go like Turbo Brave Ike and Quick Riposte, And Eloid's toast because he only has 45 speed on initiation. Maybe 48 if Crom's in range, but it's not unreasonable to get Bravelyke to outspeed that. It's definitely harder during Astra season because you don't have Peony for Flower of Joy and of course the speed buff, but here Eloid's gonna do his usual shenanigans and pick up the kill there. And he misses the kill there, but Legault picks up the kill there. And of course we have the usual Chrom to change fate Duma off the defense tile play. So now they're basically toast. So feels dirt, man. But I at this point I've clinched tier 25, I believe. So that's nice. I was only able to do it because it's water season, so I could actually whatchamacallit. So I could actually use like Legendary Zera or Fiorm because she was bonus this week and actually score well. Zero idea why you need double chill speed. Probably seal mismanagement, but it doesn't stack. Here they have Reinhardt. I think the biggest problem here is how they decided to approach this. They could have set up young Azura to destroy the tactics room so they wouldn't run into this issue. But they have Naga do it, which is basically the same thing, I guess. And their bolt towers put Duma in vantage range. Not that it actually matters, it actually puts him in Wings of Mercy range. So that's something, I guess. And they're just gonna run, but of course that's why I have the meme bolt trap there for specifically people like this who decide to run away like so. And again, because their HP is so low, Eloid can't proc Gale Force. It's almost like it's a common theme. But they just surrender here, and for good reason. Super difficult shenanigans coming up. They could probably, I don't know, I don't feel like they could win this at this point. Maybe they could, I doubt it, mostly because there's too many things to deal with there at that point. But I'd say it's probably feasible, but here you have people bringing their high level catapults on offense, which is pretty useful. I know for this map having it on the 6th column is pretty useful. Here we have this Winter Cecilia with Pulse Smoke 3 but then Bold Fighter 2. I'm not sure what happened there. Quite the interesting set. Of course, using Broadleaf for the raw attack power. And again, the memes of double Duma means, because I'm pretty sure if she's at 100%, that if Chrom's debuffed, Rangeether is just going to neutralize those penalties, so she won't have as much attack. In particular, if he's debuffed for 6 to all stats, she would have 24 less attack. But as you'll see, unfortunately for them, it doesn't matter because Cecilia's a little too slow. I'm not sure what they're trying to do here, but they're just gonna go in, take out Duma, and of course she's below 100% HP, so again, Chrom's not going to have Rangeether proc. He barely misses the kill, but Cecilia also misses the kill, and I'm pretty sure that was the max debuffs they could have gotten there, so bit dirt fest for them at this point. They probably could conceivably pick up some kills, but then they'd get steamrolled afterwards, so not great there. But as of now, that's all the replays. I suspect we may get one more replay. lift protection is almost expired, so I imagine we will probably get another match. But yep, tier 25 here. We might get top 10k, probably we'll get top 10k, so that's something. But Allegiance battles, for the first time ever, we totally have a chance for top 50 Kappa. It is quite the tie for my current score. I have no idea where it came from. Oops. Also lagging a lot. Yeah, lots of 1017s. Next rank is 71. So there's that. Usual shenanigans. The 1023 is the max score, and as you can see, few 1027 or 1017 still hanging in there, so that's something. So we might get top 50. I kind of doubt it. We'll probably get like top 51 or something. And arena, we're intentionally dropping because it's water season, and I've been using Astrum, who conveniently already has a water blessing, so this team scores pretty alright. So I've been intentionally sacking like Astrum or whoever during matches so I don't get an actual competent score to stay in tier 21. Because I want to drop out of tier 21 and then go back into tier 21 when the bonus rotation changes. So because I can't remember which rotation it is, but there is a rotation incoming where Legendary Azura is bonus, and you know, when I have plus 10 Legendary Azura, you best know that we're gonna try and stay in tier 21 with those kind of shenanigans again. That's definitely gonna be a throwback. So I remember using Legendary Azura when I had her like plus 5 and she was bonus, something like that. That was pretty fun running Sturdy Blow Seal. I still remember those days. But Arena Assault, again, like I said, haven't done it yet this week. Just been doing rando matches. I can't remember which difficulties for the Coliseum quests. So if the current standings would load. So currently, the cutoff is incredibly low, probably because it's water with wind season, and wind season is pretty scoring. There's legendary Elowood, but no one's ever going to have double legendary Elowood on a defense purely for score reasons. There's not really much reason you should ever do that unless you want to have double plus 10 Elowood. But yep, pretty standard shenanigans. So we might be able to make top 50 this week if we do well. In particular, if we get a score similar to like this region, we will definitely make it. So here's to that. I'll probably do that in a few hours from now, probably just because I don't feel like doing it right now. But I don't imagine it should be too difficult. Again, like I said, I got Sayuri off of the banner. She's plus res minus HP, which is a super bane, so that's kind of oof for close call, but better than nothing. And if I can find her real quick, I don't know why I'm doing this right now. I got Mirabilis. She's plus HP minus speed, which is not terrible because it's not like I'm ever going plus speed on her, so minus speed is fine. And minus attack might have arguably been better if I'm trying to get her not to murder rando enemy units on accident, but she'll be an option for me during Arena Assault because it is anima season, so we get another dancer, which is cool. And I also gave her attack tactic from a Legault, so... But anyways, we'll be back when there's more replays or if the results drop in. Alright, one more replay for this week it seems. And I can guess how this goes down. Oops. I was blitzing around in arena assaults. Unfortunately, the matchmaker was trolling from after I recorded the video, so I am just leaving with the score I got, which can't complain about it. So just the good old shenanigans here. A lot of the good old staples you'll see in Ether raids. Honestly, if I wanted to counter dual Alphons, pretty much all I have to do is have Chrom not die. Because generally speaking, most dual Alphonses have enough defense to where Olivia won't want to go and just attack him. But here is just a good play on their part. Nothing wrong with this. Unfortunately, Olivia goes to attack. So that's feels dirt man, but if they calc that stuff out, props to them. If not, well, that's how it goes sometimes, aka a lot of the time. But they're just going aggressive here, which is a good play, because of course, once Elwood's going to get Gale Force off here, but it's not really gonna matter. But hey, at least Duma's doing something. And to be honest, a lot of this stuff was kind of close, but considering that my units are basically maxed out and Elwood has, you know, I believe the attack tactic buff, it wasn't close in that respect. Because I can't do very much more to get him more attack, so at this point it's just a free cleanup with dual Alphons, because Duma just can't possibly do enough damage, especially since Alphonse is at full HP. Oops. So he still does a pretty good chunk of damage. Still wouldn't have killed if Fell Breath was active, but you know, it's a thought that counts, Kappa. So it looks like we're going to actually be just outside of top 10k because of that loss on defense, but at the end of the day, don't really care that much because I don't consistently have a good scoring team that I use for Astra season, but it seems like we're gonna barely graze by top 50 somehow, which is cool, I guess. And Arena Assault definitely making top 50. I don't know when I'm ever going to be able to beat my previous record for highest rank in Arena Assault. I think it was in the teens, like up here-ish, I've gotten to. So, and the score to get up here is pretty much the scores I haven't been able to get in a long time, so at the end of the day, eh. But we'll be back when the results drop in. So, oops, forgot that this was a thing. But just outside top 10k feels dirt man, but that's how it goes. Did alright this week. I don't know what I'm doing. Probably just going to use the meme team and call it a day. Bolt tower bonus, so yeah, probably means free vantage range for some people. And I gotta switch out Chrom, so I'll probably do that. I'm just gonna toss in Lilina again, and obviously things can't go very well because the team is just a giant meme. But also uploading the Arena Assault video right now, and it's absurdly long because I was too brain dead to play quickly, so we'll be back. Okay, there we go. And if you notice here, Allegiance Battles is now grayed out, which is kind of interesting. And it also got moved. We'll see what Shenanigans Intelligent Systems is up to with the arena game modes, but looks like we'll have to be back again. And there we go, top 50 by Sliver. First time in a long time getting top 50, so that's cool. All good stuff. And arena we're dropping because we didn't even try this week. We could have stayed in pretty darn easily. I heard the cutoff was not even like 3,832 or something. So with Astrum double +10 water legendary heroes and a decent scoring armored unit with water blessings, yeah, we would have been able to stay, but it's all part of the plan to get back into tier 21 when legendary Azura is bonus, because I'll be using a team like this and should be okay. Especially since we have Chrom, we have a hit and run option, so that'll definitely make things pretty straightforward, I think. And arena assaults. I'll be right back. I'll screenshot this. Another pretty solid arena assault placing. Of course, at the end of the day, it's just top 1k, so it doesn't make a difference, but it's just cool for the meme value to get up to those kind of ranks. Completely free to play. I just waste my time stockpiling orbs like you see I'm doing again, so then I can just mass summon. If you haven't, if you want to check out some of the shenanigans, there's some old archives of streams on the channel where I actually summon, and that's basically my proof of how I got like Chrom to +10, Azura to +10. I don't have full record of getting Fjorm to +10, but that was just pure suffering. Air to +10. So we're looking alright. But anyways, that's gonna be it for this episode. Thanks for watching. As always, this is Ether Dragon, and hope to see you all next time. Bye.